Bridget, Bridget. Oh man, I twisted my back up so fierce. I don't know what happened to it. It's killing me.
Darn it, Greg. This is like, what, the third accident that you've had since you've worked here? I've told you to be more careful. Why don't you just walk around the building? Just maybe it'll work itself out. But, gosh, looking at that pitiful look on your face, I guess you really are hurt. I tell you what, I'll call my chiropractor. He can have you fixed up in a New York second. But I just need for you to sign this piece of paper saying that you're not filing a workers' compensation claim and that you're not asking the company to pay for your treatment. I really can't afford another compensation claim or my workers' compensation rates will go up. So can you just sign it right here?
Bridget, I don't think I'm going to sign anything right now. There's a poster in the break room that talks about panels, and I get to pick a doctor, and I don't really want to sign that right now.
Well, I'm not saying I don't believe you, but I really don't have the time to look for a panel right now. Here's my doctor's card. Give him a call. Tell him to put it on my personal account.
I'm really not comfortable signing that, Bridget. What happens if they take me off work? I need my job. I need my job.
Greg, put that ladder down. You're going to get yourself hurt again. We don't need a second accident. Put that down.
You better get somebody to take a look at that. It is all busted up. There's something wrong with it.
It's pretty split up. Throw it away when you get back from the doctor. But, Greg, you've been putting some pounds on lately. Did you check the restrictions on that ladder?
Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Bridget, I'm not going to sign anything. I need this job. I'm afraid the doctor's going to take me off work.
Greg, you better hope that doctor lets you return to work because I need someone to work for me. And if I have to hire someone new, with your luck, that person's going to do a lot better job than you're doing, and then you're not going to have a job at all.
Well, isn't there something I could do here in the office? I could do the paperwork. Maybe I could do some deliveries. There's
you mean what I'm doing in this
Yeah,
work?
exactly.
They pay me for. I need you at 100%. Obviously, that's not the way to handle a situation when your employee reports that he or she has been injured on the job. The most effective workers' compensation programs are non-adversarial and proactive. Here are 5 important things that you should do whenever you have an injured employee in the workplace. Your first and most important responsibility is to seek appropriate medical care for your employee. Whether it's getting them to the emergency room or to an occupational medical clinic, make sure that their medical needs are being addressed. If you are in a jurisdiction that requires employees to select from a medical provider panel, similar to the states of Georgia, Tennessee, and Pennsylvania, please ensure that your physician panel is updated and valid, and that all the doctors on the panel continue to treat employees who are injured on the job. The next important step is to notify your insurance carrier of the accident as soon as possible. You can report the claim online or by email or by phone. Most states have specific periods for reporting accidents, usually no longer than 7 days from the date of the loss. The earlier you report the accident, the better it will be for you and for your injured worker. You will avoid potential state fines, and your injured worker will be able to receive timely workers' compensation benefits. Third, gather detailed information on the accident. Get information on how the accident occurred by asking the employee, any co-workers, or witnesses what happened. If the accident occurred as a result of another person or company's negligence, not associated with your company, identify and report that party. In the case that we just acted out, it's possible that the ladder was defective, so it would be your responsibility to retain the ladder so an adjuster can inspect it and to ensure it was working properly. In some states, if not all, retaining and preserving defective equipment or machinery is your legal responsibility, and you could face a spoliation claim if you dispose of it. Destroying evidence relevant to your employee's action against a third party could be grounds for a civil action against you, and that's probably not covered by insurance. Fourth, keep in touch with your employee while they go through this process. For most people who sustain a workers' compensation injury, not being able to work can be a traumatic experience. Your attitude and how you handle the situation sets the stage for the employee's attitude. Ask discreet questions such as how they are doing, how are they and their family coping with the situation, and encourage them to get better. This will demonstrate your concern and empathy for their situation. Finally, attempt to place them in a sedentary or a light-duty position when they are released to return to work with physical restrictions. Providing light-duty work to an injured employee is the single most important tool in managing a workers' compensation claim. If you need assistance in establishing a light-duty program or transitional work, please contact Frank Winston Crum Insurance. So remember, at the point in time when an injury occurs, employers should give the impression that you accept what the employee says at face value. Try not to intimidate them, and if you do have questions about the legitimacy of the claim, share that information with your insurance carrier. Let them ask the tough questions. The most problematic claims we see are the ones where the employer tries to be the investigator instead of being the concerned employer. This gives the employee impression that everyone is against them, his employer and his insurance company. You can remain the empathetic and sympathetic employer. If you have any questions on how to handle an employee's report of an accident, remember you can always contact us at Frank Winston Crum Insurance Company. We are here to assist you.